Hey, today we'll talk about the CEO's response to future ship module upgrades and whether or not they'll happen. We'll also discuss the new jungle biome that's currently ruining the latest major order, and there's much more to talk about, such as the next patch date. As always, if you find the video helpful, give it a like by tapping the thumbs up button below the video. Alright, so it shouldn't be a surprise by now, but I feel like some of you might be wondering, are we going to receive more ship modules? We do have an answer on this because the user over on X asked the chief executive Shams Georgiani, and he responded with, "We've built a game that's designed to be expanded bit by bit. It would be a shame if we didn't do that, but no promises. Don't quote me. Our intent is to expand the long-term progression." He seems unsure if the ship modules will be expanded, but he also brings up that the game was designed and intended to be expanded. I believe we will not see any upgrades to the ship anytime soon, so maybe once they have everything sorted, then we probably will. We know that soon, the developers are planning on taking a summer break, which is apparently taken quite seriously over in Sweden. This means we can most likely expect a slower month than usual and fewer updates as well. Now, there is proof on this. For example, right here, Shams Georgiani said on June 13th, "We're going to have a summer break, which will have a small impact. But in the future, we're going to try to stick to this pace and then later go faster," is the intent at least. So most likely you can expect next month to be a bit slower or possibly the next month afterwards. But I have a good feeling next month might be when they decide to take a break, or hell, maybe they have already done it. Anyways, we're going to continue on and talk about the next patch date. So most of you are probably wondering, when is it going to be available? Well, we might have an answer on this. There's a member on the official Helldivers 2 Discord that said, "Is there any chance of a hotfix coming this week?" And he has tagged Twinbeard. The community manager replied with, "This week as in Friday, Sunday, no. Next week, much more plausible. Maybe even likely." So we have an idea on when we can expect this next patch, and if you guys have missed yesterday's video, I will briefly go over some of that information right now. Right here, we can see a post by Twinbeard yesterday at 5 o'clock in the morning. This user right here asked whether or not we will see a fix for the ballistic shield or the spear. And Twinbeard replied with, "I believe both fixes for the ballistic shield and the spear are in the works. Can't swear by it without checking further, but pretty sure." The developers have confirmed they are looking into the ballistic shield, they're looking into the spear, and they're looking into some of the crashing as well. So we hopefully will see some of those issues fixed as soon as possible. And if not, then I'm sure we will see the update the next week afterwards. What are your thoughts on this patch so far? What are you looking forward to being fixed or resolved in the next patch? Let me know down below in the comments. And one thing I did forget to mention is that they are looking into the escape bug as well, and the social menu too. So they are looking into those as well. We're now going to discuss the latest major order and the newest planet biome as well. So with this, there's a good chance that we might just fail it. And the reason for this is because the developers messed up really bad here. Once everyone figured out that there was this new planet biome, the jungle, then everyone decided to hop planets. A good portion of the player base decided to hop over on the new jungle planet and decided to stop playing on Neville and Fori Prime as well. There's a good chance that we might just fail it, and the developers should have released this planet on one of the planets that we were about to liberate. That would have made more sense. Instead, what they decided to do here is give us about 5 to 6 planets to liberate that do not have the newest jungle biome. What would have made sense if they included that biome in the list of planets to be liberated. My opinion, I'm sure you guys can express your own, and the planet is cool. The new biome is absolutely awesome besides some of the FPS drops. Other than that, this right here is a pretty cool biome. Alrighty, we're now going to move onwards here and talk about the Eruptor. Some of you have blamed Alexis, the developer over at Helldivers, for nerfing a good portion of the weapons. Well, if that's what you believe, then you might be right, because right here we do have a post by Alexis about a month ago, and this is what he had to say. "Hey Helldivers, I'm disabling the notifications and removing myself from the conversation for a moment. I shouldn't have used this channel for status updates in the first place. It's your discussion space that I turn into an impromptu, semi-official Q&A every time I come here. And let's be honest, I wasn't doing a good job at communicating our design intentions I apologize for that. Design-wise, I clearly missed something with the Eruptor, so I'd rather go and investigate it properly than jump here with half-cooked answers, which are only doing more harm every time. Then on the bottom he states, we'll get back to you with proper updates sometime in the near future, but for now, I have work to do. Now there is one more message here by Alexis, and he said to another user, Tiny, your build, huh? Okay, so I would like to know your opinions, your thoughts about this. What do you think about the latest changes for the Eruptor? Is it good or is it bad? Would you rather have Shrapnel back? Let me know your thoughts down below. We do have a response from Twinbeard about this specific issue with the Eruptor. This is what Twinbeard had to say. Thanks for the input. Well, never forget that the game is constantly work in progress in terms of us updating, improving, and adjusting. I'm not saying Shrapnel will make a comeback, but nothing says it can't either. This right here I'm looking forward to the most. If they can add the Shrapnel back, I can one-tap the Charger's butts easily, or at least the behind part specifically. But yeah, that is what I'm looking forward to the most, is the Shrapnel. What are your thoughts about this? Let me know. Next up, I do have a status update on the arc weapons. Right here, this user asked, is arc weapon bugs getting looked into? Evil Boss responded, don't know what is going on with arc weapons, and I don't play them enough myself to know any wonk with them, so can't give you any info there unfortunately. So right here, I believe the developers have a priority list, right? They have some of the bigger bugs and some of the smaller bugs, and I believe the biggest bugs as of right now would possibly be the escape key bug, the spear bug that causes you to crash, and of course, there's so much more that we have talked about previously, but those are going to be resolved at some point. And last but not least, if you guys are wondering about the weapon bug, specifically the oversized weapons, this user asked, the weapons being oversized while at ship was intended, or is it a bug of some sort? Shams wrote back and said, big time bug I think. This right here was quite obvious to me that it was a bug or is a bug, so we'll see what goes on if they ever decide to resolve it or if they decide to keep it, which I don't mind, it's not a big bug. Anyways, we're now going to talk about some Helldivers 2 leaks. If you guys would like to leave now, definitely do so. But what we're going to do here is talk about a new voting system. The string text was extracted from the files, and right here, this is what it says. Justice Party slogan Tier 3. Election starts in. Prosperity Party slogan Tier 3. By focusing on medical advancement, you can get more you out of you. Term biography. Justice Party policy T101. Super Earth can defeat any foe so long as its citizens are dedicated to the cause. Your vote, our protection. Justice for all cannot exist without the all. You have performed your democratic duty. Well done. Justice Party slogan Tier 1. Your vote has been registered. Your help in spreading managed democracy has been noted. Freedom's Party policy T101. There exists nothing in this galaxy more powerful than a well-armed citizen of Super of Earth. Freedom Party slogan Tier 3, Freedom Party slogan Tier 2, days, hours, minutes, which, by the way, this right here is probably going to be the, the time when it ends. We do have the next line that says, Freedom's Party slogan Tier 1, Prosperity Party policy T301, when we expand, we earn, when we earn, we expand. Justice Party policy T301, Freedom Party policy T301, your vote will be counted normally. Prosperity Party slogan Tier 1, vote successful. Prosperity Party policy T201, election ends in knowledge lies power, in power lies prosperity, in prosperity lies freedom. Super Earth has failed to process your vote in a timely manner. Please check for automaton interference and recast your vote. A gun in every hand means a soldier in every home. Policy, days, hours, and so on. So this right here most likely will be a vote system that will be used at some point. And I cannot wait to see what it's going to pertain. Is it going to give us an option to vote for more samples, raise the sample limit, I should say, or the cap limit? Will there be ways of voting for new stratagems? That is what I would like to know. But with that being said, this is your Helldivers 2 news. If you guys would like to be featured in the next video, all you have to do is comment down below. Here's your top 3 comments from the previous video. The first user is by a Cat A12345. This user says, Hellmeyer will get defense camping and will lose it in 1 to 2 days. After the MO marks my words. It's like the 6th time we've liberated it so far. The second comment is by Brandon Adams 9203. This user said, I watched a guy disappear while using the spear and thought I'd give the new patch a try. So I picked it up, crashed a few times, suddenly it all made sense. And last but not least, we have Experience Evolution, who says, when the host leaves the game on the ship, the rest should stay together just like during a game. And with that, there's your top 3 comments from the previous video. Thank you guys so much for supporting the channel, and I will see you guys in the next video.